and their respective organizations are squaring off. Let's get you the starting lineups, starting with the Peoria Chiefs. Mason Wynn will lead off and play shortstop. Mike Antico will bat second and play center field. Aaron Antonini is the DH, batting third. Jacob Buschberger is the third baseman and the cleanup batter. Matt Chamberlain batting fifth and playing right. Francisco Hernandez at second base, batting sixth. Carlos Soto is the catcher, batting seventh. Thomas Francisco batting eighth and playing first base. And Tommy Jew rounds it out, batting ninth and playing left field. Those are the Chiefs. These are the Beloit Sky Carp, starting with Dalvi Rosario batting leadoff and playing shortstop. Cody Morissette will bat second and play second base. Bennett Hostetler is tonight's DH. Victor Mesa Jr. is the cleanup man, playing center. Will Banfield will bat fifth and do the catching. Tanner Allen is out and right, batting sixth. Kyler Castillo is the left fielder, batting seventh. Emmanuel Marinez bats eighth and will play third base. And Marcus Chu bats ninth and will play first base. That's the lineup and the defense behind right-hander Evan Fitterer, who has wrapped up his warm-up pitches. And we welcome in our television audience watching on WIFR and WMTV in Rockford and Madison, respectively. Appreciate you joining us. Larry Larson in with you all night long. Mason Wynn climbs in the right side of the batter's box, and we're ready to go. Evan Fitterer from the windup. The first pitch is in there for a called strike, and we are underway at 6:35 p.m., right on time in the Central Time Zone. Fitterer kicks and delivers, and the 0-1 is in there, taken for a called strike two. Mason Wynn has been one of the most dangerous hitters in the league. Second in average, third on base percentage, fifth in slugging. The 0-2 roped over Dalvi Rosario at shortstop into left field, and Mason Wynn just keeps on hitting. It's a leadoff single for the 20-year-old and Cardinals' top 10 prospect, and the leadoff man is aboard for the Chiefs. Here's Mike Antico. That base hit for Mason Wynn continues a trend from last night. The Chiefs' top three hitters in the order were outstanding. First pitch to the lefty, Antico, is on the way. Slapped foul into the screen on the third base side. It's 0-1. The top three hitters last night collected 7 hits for Peoria and scored 4 of the team's 5 runs. Antico was 2 for 5, drove in a run. Fitterer sets and throws. Fastball misses down and in. Banfield snares it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Antico, a 194 hitter so far this season. 2 homers, 10 RBIs, known for his speed. Baseball America said he was the quickest player that the Cardinals took in last year's draft. Long pause in the 1-1. Off speed misses down and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Evan Fitterer, primarily a ground ball pitcher, throws a 2-seam fastball, a curveball, a slider, and a changeup. His 2-seamer runs down and away from righties. He's behind here, the 2-1. Misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Mike Antico. If you were with us last night, of course you heard the Chiefs score 2 runs in the first off Dax Fulton. The kick and the pitch as the runner goes, it's fouled back. So Wynn will have to trot on back to first base. All that running for nothing. Laughing that one off with Cody Morissette, Beloit's second baseman. Payoff pitch coming up between Fitterer and Antico. Evan has the sign. Takes a breath, and the pitch is on the way. Swung on and fouled off out of the stadium on the third base side. We'll do it over. Chiefs have put up a lot of great at-bats these last 2 days. Big part of the reason they won 5-3 last night. They also took the opener in this series, 5-2. Fitterer comes set for another 3-2, and here it is. Breaking ball misses outside. That's ball 4. The first 2 batters of the ball game reach against Evan Fitterer. Mason Wynn to second base. Mike Antico on first. That's a lot of speed on the base paths. Got to be careful if you're Beloit here, as Aaron Antonini climbs in. He's the DH tonight, was 2 for 4 last night with an RBI. Antonini batting .253 and climbing. Narrow batting stance from the left side. First pitch from the righty Fitterer. Breaking ball misses outside, taken for ball 1. Top of the first inning, just getting going, but the Chiefs are threatening already. Wynn on second, Antico on first, neither being held. Fitterer sets at the letters. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball slapped down the left field line, tailing out of play. Bounces into the Coors Light chill zone, bounces off some metal chairs. Looks like a young man with a glove came out with that one. He didn't need to wait long. He's got a souvenir already. It's 1-1 on Antonini. The pitch misses down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fitterer working from the center of the rubber. Quickly climbs back on. He's not the fastest worker, but everybody's limited by the pitch clock these days. Wynn takes off for third. Fitterer steps off and throws there, and they cut him down. No! Shane Cannon, the field umpire, calls Mason Wynn safe at third base. Looking at the replay, Marinez didn't get the tag down in time. The throw beat him there by a mile. In the meantime, Antico stayed at first. So now there's runners on the corners for Antonini. A ball in play could score a run. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch as Antico goes, and the pitch is fouled off to the third base side out of play, 2-2. Let me tell you, folks, you got Antico and you've got Antonini back-to-back in the lineup. That's cause for some confusion sometimes. We'll see how many times I mix it up tonight. 2-2 from Fitterer. Swinging a chopper foul, and the battle continues. Fitterer already up to 15 pitches tonight. Still no outs, top of the first. Mason Wynn on third, Mike Antico on first. Antonini waves the bat back and forth on his shoulder and awaits the 2-2 from Fitterer. It's on the way, and it misses down and in. Fitterer went to the curveball there. Wasn't close to the zone. And the count is full. Golden opportunity for the Chiefs here early on the road. Here's the payoff pitch. Misses outside. That's ball 4. It's back-to-back walks issued by Evan Fitterer, and now the bases are loaded for the cleanup batter, Jacob Buschberger. Jason Erickson, the pitching coach, quickly out of the first base dugout. Wants to talk things over. Heads out to the mound. Erickson gives Fitterer a pat on the rear end, chatting things over with Banfield. The uniform descriptions tonight: Beloit in their home whites with black Sky Carp script across the front, blue numbers, black trim, and special salute to service camouflage hats with a beige flying goose logo in the center. The Chiefs in their traveling gray trousers, alternate red tops with a PC logo on the left chest. Navy blue caps. We're set for the first pitch to Jacob Buschberger, and it's in there for a called strike with a fastball on the outside black. It's 0-1. This is Buschberger's first game off the DL. I'm sure the Chiefs have missed him. He's batting .361 this season with 17 RBIs. The 0-1 misses down and away, taken for ball 1. How's this for a first situation off the DL? Buschberger, right-handed batter, awaits the 1-1 from Fitterer. Breaking ball misses outside. Looked like the curveball from Fitterer. It's 2-1. Just has not been able to find the zone. And looking out towards left field in the Beloit bullpen, there's some stirring going on already. Fitterer has the sign and time is called. I think Buschberger has something in his eye. He wipes it out and now resets. Buschberger, a product of Division II Davenport University in Michigan. Undrafted free agent. 2-1. Fastball misses down and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Still no outs in the top of the first. Bases juiced for Buschberger. Nowhere to put him. Fitterer sets. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball to the hole at short. Backhanded by Rosario. Throws to second for 1. The relay is not made. It's a fielder's choice that scores Mason Wynn. And for the second straight day, the Chiefs score in the first inning. It's 1-0. Buschberger hit that one hard to the hole. Good play from Rosario. Needed full extension to snare that ball. Antico moves to third. Antonini is out at second. He's out number 1. And Matt Chamberlain climbs in. He squares to bunt and misses. And that's strike 1. Chamberlain batting 5th tonight. Batting .202 this season. He was 0 for 3 last night. Ground ball could end the inning. Runners on the corners. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken for a called strike 1 on the inside black. Good pitch there. And it's 0-2. Strikeout here would be a big confidence boost for Fitterer, I'm sure, as well as a big out number 2. Here's the 0-2. Misses downstairs, skillfully blocked by Will Banfield. Breaking ball spiked out in front of the plate. Good job by Banfield to keep that thing out in front. Antico with more than enough speed on third base to score on a pass ball. Buschberger not quite as quick on first base. He's being held on though. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball to the hole at second base and through into right. Antico scores from third base, and it's an RBI single for Matt Chamberlain. That makes it 2-0 in the top of the first in favor of the Chiefs, and it's deja vu all over again. Peoria scores 2 in the first yesterday. They do the same tonight against Evan Fitterer. So here's Francisco Hernandez. Righty on righty matchup, first pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Buschberger on second now. Hernandez last night was 1 for 3, had an RBI double. Gazes out at Fitterer, the 1-0. Breaking ball misses low, another good block from Banfield. 2 balls and no strikes. Fitterer in an open stance on the rubber. Looks in for the sign from Banfield. He's got it. Sets and throws. Swung on and popped foul off to the first base side. 2-1. Update on the pitch count. Fitterer already up to 29 pitches. He's been taxed in this first inning. Fitterer shakes off Banfield. Now sees the sign he wants. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and crushed into deep left. Castillo back, and he watches it sail out of here. Or rather, it's off the top of the wall. 2-run score. The play at the plate. The throw is high, and it's not in time. I thought that ball got out of here and bounced over the wall. The field umpire, Shane Cannon, signaled that it did not. So it's a 2 RBI double from Francisco Hernandez. And it's 4-0 in the top of the first inning. Hernandez hit that ball to just about the deepest part of the ballpark. little bad luck there. And on a cloudy day, it's kind of hard to see the ball fly, but I thought that bounced over the wall and bounced back in. Regardless, still 4-0. First pitch to Carlos Soto, swinging a chopper down to first base, bounces fair off the bag. Chu gloves it and takes it to the base himself, and that's out number 2. Hernandez moves to third base. And it is Space Goose Night at ABC Supply Stadium. You might have been able to hear the famous quote, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," over the PA system there. It's kind of what it feels like to record out number 2 here in this first inning. Thomas Francisco climbs in. First pitch, ground ball down to first. Gloved by Chu, and he'll take it to the bag again. That's back-to-back. 3 unassisted putouts to mercifully end a 4-run first inning for the Peoria Chiefs as they capitalize on 3 base hits and 2 walks against Evan Fitterer after a half. Chiefs 4, Sky Carp coming up on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Heading to the bottom of the first, and for the second straight day, the Beloit Sky Carp have a lot of work cut out for them in today's ball game. It's 4-0 Chiefs in the bottom of the first. Gordon Graceffo, one of the best pitchers in the league, takes the baseball today for the Chiefs. 1.13 ERA, 0.63 whip. He's been electric. He rocks and deals. The first pitch to Delvey Rosario, and it misses inside. Taken for ball 1. Rosario getting moved up to the leadoff spot today as Nasim Nunez, the everyday shortstop, has the day off. Graceffo steps and fires. Fastball dots the lower half of the zone, taken for a called strike 1. Graceffo's windup, very old-timey. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Straddles the rubber, wide stance, steps behind the rubber, and then comes home. The 1-1 grounded foul on the first base side. Close to the line, but not close enough, and it's 1-2 on Rosario. Graceffo's left foot steps all the way behind the rubber, and that gives him a lot of momentum coming home. Here's the 1-2. Fastball runs inside, taken for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dalvey, who's riding a 9-game hit streak. Extended it last night with a bunt base hit. He was 1 for 4. The kick and the 2-2. Breaking ball popped up into shallow center. The second baseman, Hernandez, has a beat on it and gloves it for out number 1. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the first. Chiefs already lead it 4-0. And here's Cody Morissette. He's got a 4-game hit streak for himself, and he's been pretty darn hard to stop in that 4-game hit streak. 6 for 16 across with 4 doubles and 5 RBIs. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball taken outside for ball 1. Morissette's batting average, .221 and climbing. Leads the squad with 18 RBIs. Rests the bat on his shoulder. The 1-0. Fastball taken at the letters. Cody thought, I don't know about that one, but then nods to himself a little bit as if to say, okay. That's the strike zone tonight. It's 1-1 on him. And the pitch. Off speed, misses off the outside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Gordon Graceffo, the Cardinals' 2021 draft pick in the 5th round out of Villanova. 2-1. Chopped on the ground down to first base. Gloved by Francisco. Will flip to Graceffo, who covers the bag. And that's out number 2. Score at 3-1, and it's 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the first inning for Beloit. Stark contrast to the top half, in which the Chiefs scored 4. Bennett Hostetler will look to start a 2-out rally here as he steps up for the first time today. He was 2 for 5 last night, had an RBI 2-bagger. He gazes out at Graceffo and awaits the first pitch. And here it is. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hostetler steps out of the box, taps the plate, settles into an open batting stance. The kick and the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. It's 0-2. Graceffo with a great 4-pitch mix, which is projectable as a starting pitcher. Can hit 100 with his fastball. 0-2. Swung on and popped foul over the first base side. We'll do it over. Those strange noises you hear. It is Space Night at ABC Supply Stadium. Space Goose Night, to be exact. Another 0-2, crushed foul down the left field line. Bounces around and rolls on the concourse. Rolls right to one young fan. And looks like she chucked it to another young fan. How about that for sportsmanship?
Oh, let's go, man.
Hostetler still behind 0-2. The offering misses inside. The Chiefs infield was walking towards the third base dugout. But that's ball one. That was one of those fastballs. We don't have access to a radar gun here quite yet this season, but that fastball probably in the upper 90s. The 1-2. Breaking ball reached out and poked into shallow right. Hostetler will reach. Good piece of hitting from Bennett. That was a breaking ball on the outer half of the plate. Needed full extension to get a piece and sent it just past the reach of the second baseman, Francisco Hernandez, in shallow right. So Beloit has a 2-out base runner for Victor Mesa Jr. Peoria 4, Beloit nothing, just getting underway. And the bottom of the first inning. Game 4 of 6 between these division rivals in the Midwest League. First pitch to the lefty, Mesa, is on the way. Swinging a chopper to the hole at second base. Gloved by the first baseman, Francisco. He throws to first in time where Graceffo covers. Great play from Francisco to snag that one as it was bounding by him. And the inning is over. Beloit can't do anything with a 2-out single from Bennett Hostetler. And after one full, it's the Sky Carp, nothing, and the Chiefs 4 on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. After Evan Fitterer got roughed up in the first inning, allowing 4 runs on 3 hits, he's back out there for the second. It's 4-zip Chiefs, and the first pitch to Tommy Jew, the 9-batter, is swung on and missed on a fastball on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Jew, the only hitter for the Chiefs to not bat in the first, was 0 for 4 last night. Here's the 0-1. Fastball taken for a called strike 2 on the outer half. It's 0-2. Jew's batting average just 146 this season. Swings the bat back and forth. Gazes out at Fitterer. The 0-2. Breaking ball yanked, and it misses down and outside in the dirt. Stopped by Banfield. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jew, a great defensive outfielder. Bat hasn't exactly kept up. 1-2 pitch, swung on and popped foul over our heads and out of the stadium. My good friend Tony Voda is in the ballpark tonight. He was up in the broadcast booth visiting before the game. He'll be back for an interview, actually. Baseball YouTuber, well-traveled guy. 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed on a breaking ball on the outside edge, and that's out number 1 to start the second. First K for Fitterer. Could be the start of a nice bounce back for the righty. That brings up the leadoff man, Mason Wynn. But he remarked, hey, I want to see you catch a foul ball. And looking at the screen in front of me, I think that's pretty much impossible in this booth. First pitch to Mason Wynn misses down and away. It's 1-0. Wynn singled and scored in that first inning, continuing his great series here in Beloit. He's now 6 for 15. 1-0, breaker drops in there, taken for a called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seems like every day Wynn does something to impress everybody. 1-1, curveball taken for a called strike again on the inner half. It's 1-2. And it's really easy to forget that he's just 20 years old based on how incredible he's been playing. 1-2, fastball swung on and missed. Fitterer climbs the ladder and blows the fastball by Wynn. Back-to-back Ks for Evan, and there's 2 down in the top of the second inning. Peoria 4, Beloit nothing. Mike Antico will look to extend the frame. Antico walked and scored last inning. He chops the first pitch foul into the first base dugout. Look out. A lot of camo hats ducking out of the way on the first base line. Gotta say, those camo hats, they are sharp looking. The 0-1. Breaking ball bounces away from the catcher Banfield, taken for ball 1. Beloit will wear those hats a few times this season. I might have to pick one up myself. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses outside. It's 2-1. Fitterer's fastball in the low to mid 90s, but it's the run on that fastball or cut that makes him so effective. 2-1, fastball misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Antico. Fitterer takes a breath, settles into a wide stance on the rubber, kind of stretches out. Here's the 3-1. Off speed, taken out over the heart of the plate. Called strike 2, and the count is full. Fitterer with an opportunity to strike out the side. Just about as good a bounce back as you can have after a 4-run first. The wind and the payoff. Breaking ball misses outside, and for the second time today, in just 2 innings, Mike Antico draws a walk. Chiefs have a 2-out base runner for Aaron Antonini, already leading 4-zip. Antonini walked his first time in the first. Top of the order for the Chiefs, continuing its dominance from yesterday when they won 5-3. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. First pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. Throw down to second as the runner goes. Nowhere near in time. A great jump from Antico, and he's in scoring position. Banfield's throw bounced out in front of second base, and by the time it got to the shortstop's glove, Antico was already sliding into the bag. The 1-0. Breaking ball taken for a called strike, out over the heart. It's 1-1. Fitterer sporting high black socks with his home white uniform. Gets the sign, sets above the letters, and comes home. Fastball misses outside. Taken for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. On a gray and overcast day in Beloit. Game time temperature right around 64 degrees. 2-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was rainy pretty much all day. At least rain was in the forecast. Not much rain came down here. At least it looked rainy. We're glad none came down. Time is called before the 2-2. Antico leading off of second. Chiefs already ahead 4-0 in the second. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball misses low, and Antonini thought about going around on it. And the count is full. A lot of full counts against Evan Fitterer in the first 2 innings. He's faced one with back-to-back batters now. He's already up to 51 pitches. Here's his next. It's the payoff pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Will Banfield, and that ends the inning. Fitterer sets down 3 on strikes in the second and works around a 2-out walk. We move to the home half. Still Chiefs 4, Sky Carp nothing on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Bottom of the second inning, Peoria Chiefs 4 and the Beloit Sky Carp nothing. Gordon Graceffo will face 5, 6, 7 in the Sky Carp order. Starting with Will Banfield. Banfield was 1 for 4 last night with a strikeout. Banfield so far this season, a 173 hitter. That's climbed over the last week and a half or so. Had a really nice road trip. Didn't play the first 2 games of this series. He's been back in the lineup the last 2 games. Climbs in the box now. Gordon Graceffo ready to go. Righty on righty. And Graceffo rocks and fires. Fastball misses low and away. It's 1-0. Last inning we were talking about Graceffo's hard fastball up to 100. That's improved drastically. 1-0, chopped down to third base, charged by Buschberger. He gloves it and throws across the diamond in time to retire Banfield 5-3. That's the first out of the home second. Chiefs on top 4-zip. Base is empty for Tanner Allen. But Graceffo's fastball has jumped from 87 to 91 when he was at Villanova and a little bit last year to now touching 100 this season. That's really impressive. First pitch to the lefty, Allen. Tapper back to the mound, charged by Graceffo. He fields and throws to first in time. Francisco, the first baseman, stumbled as he caught that ball, but it stayed in his glove. And that's out number 2. Score that one 1-3. There's 2 away for Kyler Castillo. Had a nice night last night, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, including one of the RBI variety. He watches the first pitch low and away, taken for ball 1. Castillo not large in stature. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back to the top of the screen. And almost hits Castillo as he backed out of the box after that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Castillo, standing at 5'11", 185 pounds, was signed by the Marlins as an undrafted free agent last July. Started the season with the Missoula Paddleheads in the Pioneer League out west. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. I talked to Kyler as part of our Visit Beloit pregame show today. I asked him about going undrafted. He said it was really disappointed because he thought that might have been his only chance to play pro ball. 2-1, runs up and in. Taken for ball 3, hitters count, 3-1. But Castillo said that the Marlins talked to him a little bit before the draft. Didn't end up drafting him, but that relationship eventually paid off as they signed him. 3-1, swung on and grounded up the middle, and that's a base hit. Castillo continues his hot start as a Sky Carp. He's now hitting over 600 in his short stint here in Beloit. That brings up Emmanuel Marinez with 2 down in the second. Peoria 4, Beloit nothing. Marinez getting his first action in a few days. Climbs in the right-handed batter's box, taps the plate twice. He's ready for the first pitch. Graceffo sets at the belt and throws. Breaking ball taken for a called strike 1. It's 0-1. Marinez, a .215 batter. It's been hot and cold this season, much like his counterparts, teammates, friends, whatever you want to call them, and the rest of the lineup. 0-1, a wave and a miss, and a breaking ball low and away, 0-2. Graceffo quickly back on the rubber. He hasn't been the quickest worker tonight, but he's been efficient, very efficient. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses outside. Marinez watching that one all the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Marinez was 0 for 4 in the first game of this series. Had last night off. 1-2 pitch. Fastball lined into left, and the left fielder Tommy Jew takes a few steps in to make the grab and end the inning. Again, Beloit can't capitalize on a 2-out single And after 2, it's still Chiefs 4, Sky Carp zip. Peoria Chiefs 4 and Beloit Sky Carp nothing. As we head to the 3rd inning, Evan Fitterer back out there. He's been taxed. 53 pitches so far in his outing. He'll face the heart of the order here, starting with Jacob Buschberger, and the first pitch taken for a called strike. Fastball on the outer black, and it's 0-1. Buschberger was a part of that big first inning for the Chiefs. Had an RBI fielder's choice with the bases loaded. The kick in the 0-1. Breaking ball fouled back to the screen. Bounces back towards home plate. It's 0-2. Buschberger in his first game off the DL. And maybe you can attribute some of the Chiefs' struggles recently to not having Buschberger. He watches a breaking ball outside. That's ball 1. But the Chiefs, entering tonight, have lost 12 of their last 15. Beloit, not much better. They've lost 11 of 14. 1-2 ripped into center. Mesa comes in, reaches up, and makes the grab to retire Buschberger for out number 1. Brings up Matt Chamberlain. It's a gray, overcast day in Beloit. But it's not the worst night for baseball. 64 degrees, sweatshirt weather. I like it, nice and comfortable. Evan Fitterer probably likes it too. Southern California native. First pitch to Matt Chamberlain. Drops in there for a called strike with the curveball. It's 0-1. 4-0 Chiefs, top of the 3rd inning. Base is empty here. Fitterer turns and fires. Fastball, ground ball up the middle and through. It's a 1-out single for Chamberlain. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And that brings up Francisco Hernandez, who missed a home run by mere inches to the deepest part of the ballpark in left center in the first inning. From my perspective, I thought it was gone. But we've got first-hand account that it bounced off the yellow line, off the top of the wall, just about at that Bud Light sign out in far left center. Righty on righty matchup. Long pause in the first pitch. Fastball, homer hack and a miss. And it's 0-1. My friend Tony Votto was walking around the stadium, and it just so happens he walks by that spot. Boom, almost a home run. The 0-1 pitch sails high with the fastball, taken for ball 1. But Hernandez settled for a nice 2 RBI double. He was stranded on 3rd at the end of the inning. He holds the hands low near the chest, leans back in the right side, and awaits the 1-1. Here it is. Fastball bounces, knocked down in the dirt. Banfield throws down to second as the runner goes, and Chamberlain is safe. Good read from Chamberlain. Bit of a risky run there, as Banfield has a great arm, known for his good defense behind home plate. Couldn't pounce on that one quick enough, and there's a runner in scoring position for Hernandez here. Hitters count. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a chopper foul off the leg of Hernandez. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fitterer up to 61 pitches. Nobody warming in the Beloit bullpen. There was some stirring in the first inning. Perhaps a little bit of throwing in the second inning. But Fitterer struck out the side. Also had a walk in there. Long pause. And the 2-2. Swung on in line foul. Off to the right side. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fitterer takes a breath. Gets a fresh pearl. Comes set at the chest and throws. 2-2 swung on and missed on a breaking ball outside of the zone. And that's out number 2. It was a chase pitch, and Hernandez did just that. And with 2 outs and a runner on second, here's Carlos Soto. Chiefs looking to tack on to their 4-0 lead in the top of the third. First pitch to the lefty, Soto, is on the way. Fastball out over the heart, taken for a called strike one. I mentioned the overcast weather, kind of cool but not cold. Fitterer probably likes that because this weather kind of reminds me of Southern California weather. 0-1, fastball misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, in the summer it heats up a little bit, but it does get cool down there. Especially the closer to the ocean you get, the cooler it gets, and it's always very, very comfortable. 1-1, lives up to its reputation. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Soto grounded out to first base back in the first. Fitterer calls Mission Viejo, California home. He deals the 2-1. Big hack comes up empty from Soto. On a pitch out over the heart of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fitterer trying to get out of another jam. Shakes off Banfield. Does it again. Now sees what he likes. Sets. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball. He sets down Soto to end the inning. Fitterer has 5 Ks in the last 2 innings to keep the Chiefs at bay. Going to the bottom of the 3rd inning on a cloudy day in southern Wisconsin. Nice little crowd on hand on this Friday night. Fireworks to follow the contest. There's already been a few here throughout the game, especially in that top half of the 1st inning. Peoria touching up Evan Fitterer for 4 runs in the game's opening inning. Beloit trailing 4-0. First pitch to Marcus Chu from Gordon Graceffo is on the way. And it sails outside with a fastball taken for ball 1. It's 1-0. Game number 4 of a 6-game series. So glad you're spending your Friday night with us at ABC Supply Stadium. 1-0. Fastball taken for a called strike at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lights shining down on the turf field. Not taking full effect yet. Still plenty of daylight left. Graceffo rocks and deals. Breaking ball misses low. Taken for ball 2. Chu played last night. He was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Holds the bat high above his right shoulder. Gazes out at Graceffo. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball hit him right on the shoulder. Didn't hurt too bad. At least I hope not. And Marcus Chu is aboard to start the bottom of the 3rd inning. You know, I say that sitting up here in the broadcast booth. Oh, it didn't hurt too bad. As we've been talking about throughout the broadcast about Gordon Graceffo throwing 100 miles per hour. I don't think that one got up there, but still can't feel too good. Here's the leadoff man, Dalvi Rosario. Righty on righty in the first pitch. Sails high, taken for ball 1. Peoria 4, Beloit 0. Rosario's 0 for 1. Popped out to the second baseman in the first. Long pause. And the 1-0. Breaking ball taken for a called strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dalvi has batted leadoff a few times this year. Usually when Nasim Nunez doesn't play. 1-1, fastball taken upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. This is Dalvi's 3rd game in the leadoff spot. Cody Morissette has batted leadoff once. J.D. Orr batted leadoff once. All the other games, Nasim Nunez in the top spot. 2-1, hack and a miss on a curveball low of the zone. 2-2. Rosario sporting long sleeves, black sleeves, and a light blue wristband with his home white uniform. Here's the 2-2. Looper just misses outside. It was close. Good pitch from Graceffo. And the count is run full. Graceffo simply does not walk guys. He's walked 3 all season compared to 51 strikeouts. The set and the payoff pitch. Fouled back, we'll do it over. It's not surprising that Graceffo hasn't walked anybody tonight. It is surprising that he hasn't struck anybody out. Chance for his first here. Another 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the outside corner, and Rosario is set down for the first out of the third. And right on cue, that's that first K for the Midwest League's strikeout leader. Brings up Cody Morissette with a runner on first base. Peoria 4, Beloit nothing. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. And the first pitch to Cody. Off speed, misses down and outside. Taken for ball 1. Morissette is 0 for 1. Grounded out to first base in the first inning. Spins the bat around in his hands a little bit, brings it up to his shoulder. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Sprayed foul out of the stadium off the left side and into the Rock River. Probably a splashdown there. You know what I'd really love to see this summer? I really want to see somebody in a canoe or kayak just hang out outside of the stadium trying to get baseballs. They'd probably get a few. 1-1 to Morissette. Breaking ball. Looped into the gap in left center. The center fielder Antico tracks it down in the gap. Makes the catch for out number 2. Chu retreats back to first base, and there's 2 down for Bennett Hostetler. You figure that's probably reasonable. It's probably a good place to get in the river at one of these points. I actually think there's one across from the stadium on Sherland Avenue. You always see that in San Francisco out in McCovey Cove. Kayakers waiting for home runs. Those a little more rare than foul balls here. First pitch to Hostetler, looped into right, falling fast, and the right fielder Chamberlain tracks it down and makes the catch to end the inning. Marcus Chu was hit with a pitch to start the frame, but Beloit can't do anything with it. Still a goose egg on the board for them, 4-0 Chiefs, as we head to the 4th on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Top of the 4th inning, and the first pitch to Thomas Francisco is grounded to first. Chu fields, flips to Fitterer, who covers first base in time for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's just what Evan Fitterer needs. The Beloit starter, who's roughed up in the first inning, allowed 4 runs, all 4 runs of the ball game so far. It's Chiefs 4, Beloit nothing. On the top of the 4th inning. Here's Tommy Ju. Ju 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Fitterer has 5 Ks. The kick in the first pitch. Fastball misses outside, taken for ball 1. Fitterer tying his season high in strikeouts with 5. He's now done it 3 times. The 1-0 is waved at and missed. On a fastball on the outside edge, 1-1. So important as a pitcher to bounce back from those rough starts. 1-1 pitch, popped up to the right side of the infield, foul and out of play. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. But a lot of pitching, you'll hear people say, is not necessarily how well you pitch when you've got your good stuff, but how well you pitch when you've got your bad stuff, when you're not on, when you're not having a good night. Fitterer misses with the 1-2 upstairs. Taken for ball 2 as some geese fly across the field. Fans are fired up about that. Here's the 2-2. Misses outside, and the count is full. Isn't that the best part about the Sky Carp name? You see geese everywhere, no matter where you go. A little bit of a flyover for everybody here. Payoff pitch, lined into left, right at Kyler Castillo. He backpedals and makes the catch for out number 2. It's almost like at big sporting events when you got the fighter jets fly over. Only this time it's geese. The noise is a little less overwhelming. Maybe a little less majestic as well. Nobody on for Mason Wynn, the leadoff man. Chiefs lead the Sky Carp 4-0. Top of the fourth inning, first pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike at the letters, 0-1. Wynn is 1 for 2. Singled in the first. The 0-1 misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fitter takes a breath, kicks and fires. Breaking ball chopped down to third base, but foul. 1-2. Fitter with a chance to now reach his season high in strikeouts against one of the Cardinals' most highly touted prospects, Mason Wynn. 2 top 30 guys in their respective systems. The 1-2 chopped back to the mound. Gloved by Fitter, he steps and throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 top of the fourth inning for the Beloit right-hander. The score remains Peoria Chiefs 4, Beloit Sky Carp nothing on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. We head to the home fourth inning at ABC Supply Stadium. It's the Peoria Chiefs 4 and the Beloit Sky Carp nothing, and we're joined by a very special guest, my good friend Tony Voda. Tony, we go way back. It's great to have you in the broadcast booth.
It's great being here.
You're a well-traveled baseball guy, and we'll get to why here in a minute. Gordon Graceffo back out for the fourth. He'll face 4-5-6, starting with Victor Mesa on the first pitch. It's swung on and missed. Tony, tell me about your baseball travels, and you keep up a baseball YouTube channel. Where can people find it?
They can find it, like you said, on YouTube. It is Baseball Road Tripper, and the most recent trip was Fenway and Dodger Stadium in one day.
The 0-1 is swung on and missed. It's 0-2, and that's really what I wanted to ask you about. I haven't seen you since you pulled off that trip. How'd you come up with that stunt? You just wanted to do it for the sake of doing it?
Yeah, it's been kind of in my mind for probably a better part of a decade, and finally pulled the trigger.
The 0-2 misses high and outside with a fastball, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Victor Mesa. How long is that flight from Boston to Los Angeles?
A little over 6 hours.
It's a long flight. 1-2 pitch misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I know your friend Jared came along on the trip as well. I saw you were on TV out in Los Angeles. They caught wind of it?
Yes. The fine folks with NESN Network were able to reach out to the Dodgers, and both sites got a nice little interview.
It's not too bad. You made a sign, right, that said 2 games, 1 day, how many miles, whatnot?
Not quite a sign, wore a shirt with all that on it.
There you go, even better. 2-2 fouled off as Mesa's given Graceffo a good battle to start the bottom of the fourth. There's a little race for the foul ball that bounced off the net and looked like a spare arm from the Chiefs dugout went out to chase it, but the catcher Soto got to it first. Still 2-2. But speaking of baseballs, that's one of the things that brings you to a lot of these games. You bring your giant, massive glove. 2-2 ripped down the right field line into the corner. That'll be extra bases for Mesa. He rounds first, and he'll cruise into second. That's a lead-off double for the Beloit cleanup batter in the bottom of the fourth. But snagging baseballs, it's a hobby that we're both engaged with for a little bit. You probably more than me these days.
Yep.
How many baseballs have you snagged in your life at Major League games?
Coming up on 1,500.
Wow, well past the 1,000 mark.
Yes.
Yes, and for those who are familiar, Zach Hampel, the most famous ball hawk, Tony Voda in that same realm of sorts. Will Banfield climbs in now, right-hander on right-hander, Beloit trailing 4-0. Bottom of the fourth. Long pause and time called by Banfield. Graceffo in a little bit of trouble for the first time tonight. There's a lot of base runner in each inning. No extra base hits until that. First pitch to Banfield, runs inside, taken for ball 1. When did you start that hobby?
Caught my first baseball in 2009 and then kind of had the bug ever since.
Grew up a Twins fan up in Minnesota, of course.
Grew up with Kirby Puckett, Kent Herbeck, all those great guys.
1-0, misses inside, taken for ball 2. Kirby Puckett, of course, a Bradley Brave. People forget. So I'm partial to Mr. Puckett.
I never forget.
I know you don't. Tell you what, I gave your childhood dog Kirby a shout out on the air a few weeks back as Mesa dances around on second base. Graceffo gives him a look and deals home. 2-0, grounded down to third base, foul. It was trouble. Miss being fair and probably an RBI by mere inches, and it's 2-1. But we were at Bark in the Park Day out in West Michigan. I don't remember what brought it up. I said, my good friend Tony Voda, he named his dog after Kirby Puckett. Josh Flickinger, his dog is named Kirby, and that's what brought it up. So we were talking Bark in the Park, and it kind of came full circle. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Long pause in the 2-1 to Banfield. Fastball taken for a called strike at the knees, 2-2. But your dog came along on this trip, right?
Yes, she accompanies me when I make those massive road trips, so as long as I'm not flying, she's right there with me.
Not too bad. And what breed is Evie?
Half lab, half crazy is what I like to say.
I'd confirm that. Wild dog. 2-2, fouled off to the right side, out of play. Battle continues. Beloit looking for its first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Banfield digs into the right-handed batter's box. Gazes out at Graceffo. He comes set at the belt and fires another 2-2 pitch. Taken for a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Right out over the heart of the plate. Maybe the outer third, and that's the first out of the inning. Brings up Tanner Allen. Have you been to all 30 Major League Baseball stadiums?
I've been to all 30 and then a few extras. The biggest one last year was Field of Dreams, and it was a dream.
That game was awesome. Tanner Allen climbs in, left-handed batter. First pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike at or below the knees. And it's 0-1, Beloit trailing 4-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Victor Mesa Jr. on second base. We're chatting with Tony Voda. Baseball YouTuber, content creator extraordinaire, baseball traveler, I think would be an apt description. It's the title of your YouTube channel. The 0-1, grounded down to third base, gloved by Bushberger. He looks back Mesa and throws to first in time. That's the second out of the inning. Any other trips planned coming up down the line here?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to go to Wrigley, and then after that I'm going to venture into the Mexican League Baseball in July. So get to see one game. One of the teams plays right on the border, so one on the U.S. side and one on the Mexican side.
That, I imagine, is a lot of fun. They take their baseball seriously there. It's a big deal.
Very much so. It's a party atmosphere, and I'm super excited to witness it.
Righty on righty as Kyler Castillo climbs in and takes strike 1. Fastball low in the zone. It's 0-1. Castillo's 1 for 1. Singled in the second inning. Another single here could mean a run for Beloit. Their first run of the game. They're trailing 4-0. The 0-1. Off speed, taken for ball 1 outside. It's 1-1. So that video you were talking about the Boston to Los Angeles trip, I imagine that's a pretty long video. How long?
It's about 29 minutes, and it kind of chronicles beginning of the day, starting at about 7 a.m., and goes right until the end.
The 1-1 popped into left, and the second baseman, Hernandez, tracks it down rather in right, and that ends the inning. Victor Mesa Jr. stranded on second base. Tony, pleasure having you. Always good to see you, and you'll be hanging out in the booth the rest of the game, I'm sure, but great to have you on air.
Thank you, Larry.
And we head to the 5th inning. It's still Chiefs 4, Beloit 0 on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Cruising along to the 5th inning on a cool but comfortable night at ABC Supply Stadium. Evan Fitterer is back out for the 5th inning. He allowed 4 runs in the first inning, but he's bounced back very nicely. Still Peoria 4, Beloit 0. Fitterer climbs on the rubber, and Mike Antico climbs in the left-handed batter's box, and here we go. Antico is still yet to register his first at-bat of the night. He's walked twice. First pitch. Slow breaking ball taken for a called strike. 0-1. Fitterer kicks and delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Quickly 0-2. Fitterer struck out 5. All coming between the second and third innings. Antico calls time, steps out of the box. Fitterer struck out 3 in the second inning. Now I hesitate to say he struck out the side there. I think I saw a big debate online about that one time. 0-2, breaking ball misses low. Bounces away from the catcher Banfield, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the debate was about, does a batter, or rather a pitcher, be hard for a batter to strike out the side. Does a pitcher strike out the side if he just strikes out 3 in the inning, or does it have to be 3 straight? And if you ask me, I think you got to strike out 3 straight. 1-2 pitch, a wave and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Banfield tags out Antico, and that's the first out of the 5th inning. Season high in Ks for Fitterer. He's up to 6 now. That brings up Aaron Antonini with the bases empty. Chiefs 4, Beloit nothing. And honestly, that debate's pretty much semantics. But, I don't know, I err on the side of you got to strike him out in order. First pitch to Antonini. Breaking ball, tapped foul. Gets a piece of the catcher Banfield. He's all right. It's 0-1. There's a righty warming in the Beloit bullpen. It's Hosan Mendez, who's been largely very good out of the Beloit bullpen so far this season. 2.38 ERA. He'll probably come in for Fitterer. First pitch, or rather the 0-1, runs inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fitterer kicks and fires. Breaking ball misses off the outside corner. Look good from here. And Tony Voda, who's still in the booth, brings up a good point to me about striking out the side. 2-1, fastball misses off the outside corner. It's 3-1 on Antonini, who's got a walk and a strikeout on his line. Does the pitcher strike out the side after he allows the leadoff man on? So 3 straight. Huge hack and a miss on the 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball out over the heart. And the count is full. I'd say yes, actually. Had to think about that one for a minute. If you strike out 3 batters in a row, you strike out the side. I think that's fair. Payoff pitch, called, strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back Ks for Fitterer, and now he could strike out the side. Fitterer's been dialed since that rough first inning. Jacob Buschberger climbs in. Top of the 5th. Peoria 4, Beloit nothing. Battle of 2 teams trying to get back on the right track. Righty on righty. First pitch. Ground ball to second base. It won't be a strikeout of the side, but Morset gloves it and throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 5th inning. 4 shutout innings in a row for Evan Fitterer. Keeps the score right where it's at. Chiefs 4, Sky Carp nothing. Headed to the home 5th on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Peoria Chiefs 4, Beloit Sky Carp nothing, as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And in case you're just joining us, if you missed the first inning, you've missed pretty much all the offense in this one. Chiefs scoring 4 in the top of the 1st. And since then, all goose eggs. First pitch to Emmanuel Marinez. Chopper up the middle. Long run for the middle infielders, and they can't get there. It's a leadoff base hit for Emmanuel Marinez. That brings up Marcus Chu. It's one thing about the evening for Beloit. They haven't struggled getting base runners against Gordon Graceffo, who entered the outing leading all of professional baseball in whip with an 0.63 mark. And now Beloit has had a base runner in all 5 innings. Now 4 hits. Righty on righty as Chu climbs in. First pitch. Breaking ball spins low, taken for ball 1. Chu is hit with a pitch. His last time in the 3rd. Manuel Marinez, not a huge stolen base threat. He's being held on at first base. Conservative lead. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss from Chu. Breaking ball out over the heart of the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind starting to pick up as the evening goes on, blowing in from left towards right. Graceffo gives a look at Marinez, sets at the belt, and throws. It bounces low, and Chu watches it for ball 2. Chu with an OPS entering action tonight, just over 500. 535. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's on the way. Misses low. Near the shins of Chu. 3 balls and 1 strike. This feels like it could be an opportunity for Beloit. Haven't quite been able to crack Graceffo yet. 65 pitches. Then again, not many teams have been able to crack Graceffo at all this season. Here's the 3-1. Liner up the middle, fielded on a short hop by Hernandez. He flips the second baseman, Wynn, who throws to first in time. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Wynn, the shortstop, had a ton of time to make that, as it looked like that might get caught on a line, but it bounced right in front of Hernandez. He had a ton of time to flip to second to cut down Marinez, who basically froze in his tracks. Now there's 2 away for the leadoff man, Dalvi Rosario. Kind of how the night has gone for Beloit. Not a lot of luck. First pitch to Dalvi. Fastball fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. And honestly, looking at the big picture, that's kind of how things have gone for Beloit over the last 6 games or so. 0-1, popped foul out of play. It's 0-2. In each of the last 6 games for the Sky Carp, they have either out-hit or tied their opponents in the hit column, but they've won just 2 of those games. Rosario swings and misses at a breaking ball low in the zone, and Graceffo is fired up, talking to himself as he walks off the mound. He's thrown 5 shutout innings in Beloit. It's still Chiefs 4, Sky Carp nothing, heading to the 6th on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Peoria Chiefs lead the Beloit Sky Carp 4-0. New pitcher in the ball game. It's Hosan Mendez, who comes on for Evan Fitterer, who threw 5 innings and after a rocky start turned in a pretty darn good outing. We'll get to his final line in a moment. Home plate umpire Kyle Stutz exchanging a few words with the first base dugout of Beloit. Interesting there. Mendez so far this season has been pretty good out of the bullpen. 2.38 ERA in 11 innings. And his first pitch misses low and in to Matt Chamberlain. It's 1-0. Nice night at the ballpark if you like cool weather. Temps in the low 60s. Swing and a miss from Chamberlain on the 1-1. On the 1-0, makes it 1-1. Lights now having a little bit more of an effect. Shining down on the all-turf field. The 1-1. Fastball lined foul on the first base side. Chamberlain well out in front. He's had a nice night for himself. It was 2 for 2 with 2 singles against Evan Fitterer. Final line on Fitterer, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs. Each of them were earned, 3 walks, and a season-high 7 Ks. 1-2 to Chamberlain. Fastball misses downstairs. Taken for ball 2. Mendez working from the third base side of the rubber, sets and fires. Breaking ball misses upstairs. And the count is run full on the leadoff batter here in the 6th. Mendez last outing came at West Michigan back on the 15th. Time is called before the payoff pitch. I think Chamberlain called time there. He stays in the box. And now the payoff pitch is on the way. Fastball, check swing, foul. Into the third base dugout, bounces off the barrier. Count remains full. Mendez with a new baseball, another 3-2, called strike 3 on the inside edge. And that sets down Chamberlain for the first time tonight. He chuckles to himself on the way back to the third base dugout. And there's one away. Top of the 6th. The visiting Chiefs on top of the homestanding Sky Carp 4-zip. Middle of a very long 12-game homestand for Beloit after a 12-game road trip. Base is empty for Francisco Hernandez. First pitch, chopper foul. Back to the barrier, 0-1. Hernandez 1 for 2. Ripped a 2 RBI double in the first inning. Part of that 4-run onslaught. He struck out his last time against Fitterer. The 0-1. Fly to into right, playable for Allen. He takes a few steps in and makes the grab, and that's out number 2. So Mendez, at least so far, picking up where Fitterer left off. Carlos Soto climbs in the left-handed batter's box with the bases empty. Chiefs 4, Sky Carp nothing. And the first pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. Bob Uecker might say just a bit outside. 1-0 on Soto. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging his last time in the third. The 1-0. Looper misses outside, taken for ball 2. I was listening to Bob Uecker the other day here in the broadcast booth. Always a good time. Wisconsin baseball legend. 2-0 pitch popped up the left field side, tailing towards the corner. Will it stay in? It won't. It bounces out of play. Emmanuel Marinez can't do anything but watch. And it's 2-1 on Soto. But it was a day game, so we're getting ready for our night game here. I think it was Brewers and Braves up in Milwaukee. And I heard Bob Uecker say, how about a vibe check? Didn't expect to hear that. And the 2-1 misses outside, taken for ball 3. And it was an ad read, but initially I was so confused. There's no possible way that Bob Uecker would just say that under any normal circumstance. 3-1, liner into left towards the corner. Castillo can't get there. It bounces and rolls all the way to the wall. Soto will chug into second with a stand-up 2-out double. As his dugout yells at him, I see you with the wheels. The big fella, the catcher, legs out a double there. And he's in scoring position for Thomas Francisco. Chiefs already on top 4-0. Top of the 6th inning. Francisco with an RBI opportunity. He's 0 for 2. 2 groundouts to first. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball blazes at the knees, taken for a called strike 1. But about that ad read, I won't go into detail as to which company it was, but it was in the alcohol business, and I think you can probably infer. The 0-1, liner to first, past the diving Chu into right. Soto will score from second, and that one gets all the way to the wall. Allen gets it back in, and Francisco stops at second. It's an RBI double, and the Chiefs add on here. It's 5-0. Back-to-back 2-out doubles. So here's Tommy Jew as the inning keeps on going. Jew was 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the first and lined out to left his last time. Hit it well, but Kyler Castillo tracked it down. Righty on righty in the first pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen, just over the roof of ABC Supply Stadium, out onto Sherland Avenue. I wouldn't want to drive by the stadium during game time, although it probably can't be helped for a lot of folks. The 0-1, fastball, cut on and missed. It's 0-2. Francisco with average to below average speed on second base. Not being held on. Mendez sets the belt. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and crushed into deep left. Castillo back, reaches out and makes the grab. He tumbles in front of the warning track and hangs on to save another run. Castillo in full speed bails out Mendez, and that ends the inning. But the Chiefs get another run on an RBI double from Thomas Francisco as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Our new score, Chiefs 5, Sky Carp nothing on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Bottom of the sixth inning, the Sky Carp with some coming back to do. They'll have to do it against Gordon Graceffo here in the sixth. Chief starter back out for another inning of work. His first pitch to Cody Morissette. The breaking ball taken for a called strike one. It's 0-1. Cody's 0 for 2. Trying to extend his 4-game hit streak. His bat has been on fire. Trying to keep it that way against one of the Midwest League's best pitchers. The Rock in the 0-1. Fastball dots the inside corner. Morissette shakes his head vigorously as he steps out of the box. He climbs back in, down 0-2. Gazes out at Graceffo. Here's the pitch. Swinging a tapper foul. We'll do it over. Coming up on dusk here at ABC Supply Stadium. Fireworks to follow this one. Another 0-2. Misses high and outside. Taken for ball one. That's something I've been thinking about recently with how fast games are across minor league baseball with the implementation of the pitch clock. 1-2. Liner into center, and that one drops into the gap. Antico over to cut it off, and he bobbles it. Morissette keeps on running, and he pulls up into second base. We'll see how that one scored, but it didn't look like Morissette slowed up around first base. He was thinking 2 all the way there. But either way, it's a base hit for Morissette, some kind or another, and he extends his hit streak to 5. Beloit has a runner in scoring position for Bennett Hostetler. Hostetler's 1 for 2. Singled in the first inning. Righty on righty, and here's the first pitch. Smash on the ground to third base, gobbled up by Buschberger. He looks back Morissette and throws to first base in time to retire Bennett for the first out of the inning. That scored a double by Morissette. And so that's his 5th double across his 5-game hit streak. Just an extra base hit machine. Victor Mesa Jr. climbs in now, and he doubled his last time. Chiefs 5, Beloit nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. And Graceffo sets and throws the first pitch. Breaking ball misses low. It's ball 1. Five-run deficit, far from insurmountable in 1 inning, but you want to chip away at it before it gets too late. Good opportunity for Beloit here. The 1-0. Misses down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Mesa with 13 RBIs this season. 1 long ball. Did come here at ABC Supply Stadium before Beloit's 2-week road trip. So it's been a while. 2-0 pitch. Sails upstairs, taken for ball 3. I think Victor will have the 3-0 green light here. He's usually gotten it in the past. He leans back in the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the 3-0. Misses high and outside. That's ball 4. Just the 4th walk of the season issued by Gordon Graceffo, and it's on 4 pitches. And that brings up Will Banfield with 2 on and 1 out. And that also brings out the Chiefs pitching coach, Edwin Marino, out of the third base dugout to talk things over with the entire Chiefs infield. Glad you're with us on your Friday night. Beloit looking to get back even in this series, trailing 2-1 to their Midwest League West rival. First series between these squads this year of 3. Beloit will go down to Peoria once, 4th of July week, and then the Chiefs will make a return trip in August. Now there's a righty getting going in the Chiefs bullpen. This could be Graceffo's last inning of work. We'll see. 1 out, 2 on, 5-0 Chiefs. Will Banfield climbs in, and Graceffo comes home. Fastball runs low, taken for ball 1. Banfield's power numbers have jumped up recently. He's got 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Chance for a few more here. 5 straight balls from Graceffo, the 1-0. Taken for a called strike at the letters. That breaks up the streak. It's 1-1. Banfield 0 for 2. Grounded out down to third base his first time and struck out looking his last time against Graceffo. Long pause. Pitch clock at 5 and the pitch. Fastball sails high, taken for ball 2. Hitters count for Banfield. Morset takes his lead off of second. Mesa off of first, neither being held on. Banfield awaits the 2-1, and here it is. Home run, Hack comes up empty. Breaking ball out over the plate. It's a pitch to hit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing in ever so slightly from center. Big pitch coming up. Here's the 2-2. Fastball cut on and missed, strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. Graceffo fired up after that one. He's shown some emotion these last 2 innings. 2 down now for Tanner Allen. We'll see if he can come through for Beloit. He has a lot this season. He's got 11 RBIs. He's slumping lately. He's 0 for 12 in his last 4 games, including tonight. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike 1. Peoria 5, Beloit 0, bottom of the 6th. Gordon Graceffo trying to finish his outing strong. He's been electric, as he has all season long. 0-1. Fastball swung on and missed. It was low. Allen took a big hack. Now Graceffo's well out in front, 0-2. Morset started the inning with a double. Then Graceffo walked Victor Mesa with 1 out. Trying to stop it right here. The 0-2, swing and a foul tip into the glove of Soto, and Graceffo hollers as he leaves the mound. Beloit strands 2, including Cody Morset in scoring position to end the 6th. That's 6 shutout innings for Gordon Graceffo. It's still 5-0 Chiefs on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Still Peoria 5, Beloit 0 as we head to the 7th inning, and Beloit calls the bullpen once again. It's Chandler Joswalk making his first appearance in High A this season. His first appearance in High A of his career. Left-handed pitcher will face Mason Wynn here in the first pitch. Misses outside, it's 1-0. And this is a first for the Beloit Sky Carp. In game number 37 of the season, Joswalk is the first left-handed pitcher to appear out of the bullpen for Beloit. He pours in a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Mason Wynn. He's 1 for 3. Joswalk sets at the letters, kicks and fires. It's popped up to the right side of the infield and foul ground. Chu giving chase, and he runs out of room. It's into the seats. 1-2. Joswalk in his appearances in low A Jupiter totaled to a 2.70 ERA in 13 1/3 innings pitched. He lets the left arm hang, sets at the chest, and tosses home. Breaking ball misses low. Some geese honk their way over the field and glide towards the Rock River on the third base side of the field. Here's the 2-2 to Mason Wynn. Fastball shot foul off to the right side. Out of play, we'll have another 2-2. It's game number 4 of this 6-game series between Beloit and Peoria. Chiefs lead the series 2-1. Here's another 2-2 from Joswalk to Wynn. Liner into left. It's hit well. It's deep, and it one-hops the wall. Wynn will cruise into second and stop there. It's a stand-up leadoff double for the Chiefs' leadoff man. He's now 2 for 4, and he's continuing to torch Beloit. Runner in scoring position for Mike Antico. He's 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. Lefty on lefty matchup here. First pitch from Joswalk. Breaking ball, waved at and missed, and it's 0-1. Speaking of birds, we've been talking a lot about geese flying around the area. They're always here, and that's why they call them the Sky Carp. That's why the team is named what it is after all. The 0-1, fastball dots the outside corner. Great pitch from Joswalk. He's out in front, 0-2. But I was listening on the radio today, and I heard some folks talking about birds. 0-2, breaking ball, misses low, blocked by Banfield. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chiefs lead the Sky Carp 5-0, top of the 7th. But I learned today on the radio that pelicans fly through northern Illinois every year. 1-2, a huge hack and a miss. And Joswalk blows the smoke by Antico, and he's set down for out number 1. First career strikeout at the high A level for Chandler Joswalk. Looking pretty good, all things considered so far. Brings up Aaron Antonini. Mason Wynn on second base. Chiefs ahead by 5 in the 7th. Lefty on lefty again, first pitch. Fastball dots the inside corner. It's 0-1, and Joswalk sure looks dialed. Joswalk sets at the letters and fires. Fastball ran up and in, got a piece of the bat of Antonini, almost near the hand. He didn't even try to play that one off as a hit by pitch. Just a foul ball. So it's 0-2. Joswalk, not the biggest frame, standing at 6 foot, but he's got some pop. The 0-2, a huge swing and a miss on a high fastball. Back-to-back Ks from Chandler Joswalk after the leadoff double from Mason Wynn. He'll have an opportunity to set down the side on strikes as he faces Jacob Buschberger here. And this is what Beloit's been missing out of their bullpen all year long. Just all righties. They haven't had a guy that can come in and make lefties uncomfortable. First pitch to Buschberger, a righty, misses outside, taken for ball 1. Wynn on second, representing an insurance run. Chiefs out in front by a handful, 5-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss on a breaker. Fooled Buschberger. 1-1. Buschberger tonight in his return from the injured list is 0 for 2 with the fielder's choice and an RBI. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball off the outside edge. 1-2. Wynn with excellent speed on second base. He would surely score on a single. Joswak trying to make sure Beloit doesn't have to worry about it. The 1-2 misses high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joswak coming in relief of Hosan Mendez, who pitched 1 inning. Allowed 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, and struck out 1. 2-2 as Wynn goes, misses in the dirt, throw down to third base, not in time. And Mason Wynn swipes third. Stealing third with 2 outs, always risky, but maybe not with Mason Wynn. And the Chiefs steal their 69th base of the year, league leading in the Midwest League. Here's the payoff pitch, swing and a miss on a high fastball. Joswak climbs the ladder and strikes out the side after he allows a leadoff double to Mason Wynn. Score holds 5-0 Chiefs at stretch time at ABC Supply Stadium on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Bottom of the 7th inning, and Beloit has some work to do. And now they get a shot at the Peoria Chiefs bullpen. It's the Chiefs 5 and the Sky Carp nothing. And Nick Trogerlich Iverson is on out of the pen in relief of Gordon Graceffo, who just had another night at the office for him this year. 6 innings of shutout ball. First pitch to Kyler Castillo. Fastball misses low, taken for ball 1. Trogerlich Iverson's numbers so far this season are not exactly sterling. The 1-0, fastball down the chute, taken for a called strike 1. He's got an ERA of 7.71 and 9 1/3 innings of work. 1-1. Fastball misses down and outside. You might have been able to hear the grunt there from Trogerlich Iverson. Pumping it up there. Kicks and fires. 2-1 misses down and away. Breaking ball. And a check swing and an appeal down to first base. Says that Castillo didn't go. It took a minute for Shane Cannon and the field umpire to make that call. 3-1. Liner into left. That one drops. Foul. Castillo came about a foot away from ripping another double there. His bat has been an outstanding boost to this Beloit lineup. One for 2 today. Last night he was 3 for 4. Some fans are happy and they must know it as they clap along after the song is wrapped up on the pre-recorded organ here at ABC Supply Stadium. Payoff pitch. Fastball popped up to the right side of the infield and foul ground towards the dugout, and that one finds the seats. And on a hop, rolls right to a fan, and he can't field it cleanly. Tailor-made bounce right to him. Got to make that play. We'll have another payoff pitch. I think that fan did end up with the souvenir regardless, so I guess it doesn't matter. Looks the same in the scorebook, as they might say. Another 3-2 popped up fair this time into shallow right. Hernandez ranges into right, and the second baseman makes the grab for the first out of the 7th. Brings up Emmanuel Marinez. He's 1 for 2, singled in the 5th. Chiefs lead it 5-0. Bottom of the 7th inning. Marinez settles into a closed batting stance from the right side. First pitch, fastball, line drive to the hole at short and through into left. It's a 2-hit night for Emmanuel Marinez. He takes a big turn around first base and retreats back to first. Waves to the dugout with an overhead wave. That base knock brings up Marcus Chu. That one was hit on a rope Shortstop Wynn, despite his good reflexes and speed, didn't have a shot to make a play there. Righty on righty. First pitch from Iverson to Chu, rolled up the middle, bounces off the bag into center. Mariñez will stop at second, and Chu is aboard. Back-to-back singles for the Sky Carp in the bottom of the 7th. Beloit stranded 2 runners on last half inning. Runner on first and second in Grisefo's final inning of his outing. Beloit trying to crack the Chiefs bullpen and avoid a shutout. Dalvy Rosario calls time as he steps in the box, and I think he's calling for another bat. When do you see that? Rosario made it all the way into the batter's box and then realized, you know what? I want another piece of lumber. He's handed one out of the first base dugout. That must tickle his fancy a little bit better. Black handle, beige barrel. The other one was all beige. I think it had something to do with the grip. Anyway, first pitch. Breaking ball taken for a called strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. Rosario's 9-game hit streak is on the ropes here. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Big opportunity for him and Beloit here. Trailing by 5 in the 7th. The 0-1. Swung on and popped up. High in the air to center. It's shallow. Antico comes in, camps underneath it, and makes the grab, and that's out number 2. Mariñez back to second. Chu back to first. Brings up Cody Morissette. He doubled his last time, and if there's anybody you want at the plate these days in a situation like this, if you're the Sky Carp, it's probably Cody Morissette. 1 for 3 so far tonight with that double. First pitch. Fastball misses off the outside corner. It's 1-0. Peoria 5, Beloit nothing. Sky Carp looking to avoid yet another shutout. They've been shut out 8 times this season. The pitch. Breaking ball misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Trogerlich Iverson behind against the guy you don't want to be behind against. The team leader in RBIs. Morissette ready for the 2-0. And a breaking ball misses upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Iverson reaches down, grabs some dirt, rubs it around, and climbs back on the rubber, working from the first base side. He's got the sign from Soto. Sets and fires. Fastball taken on the outside edge. Morissette knew it was a strike. It's 3-1, still hitters count. Beloit needs to get something going if they want to get back into this ball game. Another big opportunity. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a foul tip off the mask of the catcher, Soto. Morissette knew he got a pitch to hit there. Exhales after that swing. He was right on it. And now the count is full. Iverson looks in for the sign. He's got it. Comes set. Here comes the payoff. Swinging a floater over third base into left field. Mariñez scores from second. Chu moving to third. He dives in safely. The throw goes into second. It's an RBI knock for Cody Morissette. And Beloit is on the board in the bottom of the 7th. Now 5-1 Chiefs. Clutch Cody keeps on coming through lately. Runners on the corners now for Victor Mesa Jr. Good base running from Marcus Chu, an underrated part of that play. Got a great jump, move from first to third on a hit to left, which is really hard to do. Here's Bennett Hostetler, righty on righty, first pitch. Fastball, check swing, doesn't matter, it's in the zone. Called strike 1. Hostetler awaits the 0-1. Here it is. Grounded to the hole, into right. Chu scores from third. Morset moves up to second. It's back-to-back RBI knocks for the Sky Carp here in the 7th. They got a little something going now. They trail by just 3. Now Victor Mesa Jr. climbs in. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 7th. 2 runs in. It's now 5-2 in favor of Peoria. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. First pitch to Victor. Fastball misses outside. It's 1-0. Mesa has reached twice tonight. Grounded out in the first, doubled in the 4th, and then walked in the 6th. Here's the 1-0. Off speed taken for a called strike. In the outside corner. Mesa not happy about that call. Regardless, it's 1-1. Mesa taps the plate, settles into an open batting stance. Gazes out at Trogerlich Iverson. 1-1. Pitch runs outside, taken for ball 2. There's action in the Peoria bullpen. Trogerlich Iverson recorded 1 out, and that allowed 2 singles. Then recorded another out, and then another 2 singles. 2-1 popped foul into the concourse on the third base side. And looks like a stadium employee couldn't make the catch. It was right off his hands. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Victor Mesa Jr. Iverson sets another big pitch right here. It's on the way. Misses low, and it kicks away from Soto and rolls into the Chiefs' dugout. Both runners will have to stay at their respective bases. When that ball rolls out of play, both runners awarded 1 base past their starting point. If there were runners on second and third there, that would have been much more costly. But now a base hit could get Beloit within 1. Payoff pitch to Mesa. Popped out of play, we'll do it over. How about these Sky Carp? Felt like, really, they were out of it all night. Then Gordon Graceffo, one of the best pitchers in the league, leaves after 6 shutout innings. And Beloit is all over Nick Trogerlich Iverson. Mesa gazes out at the righty. Here's another 3-2. Swung on and crushed into center, but playable for Antico. He camps underneath it and makes the grab, and that ends the inning. But Beloit rallies with 2 outs. They get 2 runs thanks to RBIs from Cody Morset and Bennett Hostetler, but they leave 2 in scoring position. Our new score, Peoria Chiefs 5, Beloit Sky Carp 2 as we head to the 8th on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. Friday night baseball in Beloit's getting a little exciting. It's 5-2 Chiefs. Beloit trailing. They've trailed since the first inning. Chandler Joswalk out for another inning of work. His first pitch to Matt Chamberlain is a fastball at the knees. Called strike 1. Joswalk struck out the side in the 7th inning after allowing a leadoff double to Mason Wynn. And then Beloit scored 2 in the bottom half. Breaking ball misses low. Chamberlain takes it. It's ball 1. Lights taking full effect now. Shining down on ABC Supply Stadium. The kick in the 1-1. Fastball called strike on the low outside corner. Chamberlain didn't like it. But it's 1-2. Chamberlain's had a good night. Struck out looking his last time, though, so he hasn't liked the zone. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses low. Chamberlain checked up his swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The headline in this one, Gordon Graceffo for the Chiefs tossed 6 shutout innings, and he really, the 2-2 ground ball up the middle past the mound, fielded by the shortstop Rosario. He fires to first just in time to get Chamberlain by a step for the first out of the 8th inning. But Graceffo looked good, but he didn't look untouchable. He did allow 5 hits, but he worked around them masterfully. Walked 1 and struck out 5. So Beloit had their opportunities against him. And they have left 8 runners on base tonight. First pitch to Francisco Hernandez. Looper taken for a called strike to the righty. 0-1. Hernandez ripped a 2 RBI double in the first. He's 1 for 3. Jozwak sets with nobody on and fires. A 1 fouled back. It's 0-2. Chandler Jozwak has looked really good in his first appearance so far in Beloit. 23-year-old native of Bryan, Texas. Fires the 0-2. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jozwak drafted by the Marlins in the 13th round in 2021 out of Texas A&M. The kick and the pitch. Fastball skied into right. Sends Allen back, twisting and turning. He's at the track now, and he reaches up and makes the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Carlos Soto. Chiefs 5, Sky Carp 2. Jozwak doing a nice job keeping this game right where it's at. Soto ripped a double his last time with 2 outs in the 6th. First pitch. Fastball dots the outside corner, taken for a called strike 1. Open batting stance for the lefty Soto. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball misses down and outside. More geese fly towards the Rock River. They're really honky tonight. Talking a whole lot. Here's the 1-1. Misses outside. Taken for ball 2. Jozwak working from the third base side of the rubber. Looks in for the sign. Sets above the letters and throws. Fastball blazes on the outside corner. Taken for a called strike 2. Looking ahead to the Beloit 8th. It'll be 5, 6, 7 in the order. Banfield, Allen, and Castillo as they look to continue the comeback. 2-2. Misses outside. It was close, but the count is full. Beloit has experienced their fair share of deficits this series. Trailed early in the series opener. Trailed early in the 1 game they won, game 2. Payoff pitch fouled back to the screen. And caught by Thomas Francisco in the on-deck circle. Good heads-up play there. We'll have another 3-2. Beloit allowed 2 runs in the first yesterday, and then they allowed 4 runs in the first tonight. Put themselves in a hole. 3-2, cut on and missed, strike 3. That's 4 strikeouts for Chandler Jozwak and his Beloit debut. 2 scoreless innings for the lefty. It's still Chiefs 5, Beloit 2, headed to the bottom of the 8th. Beloit needs a rally on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. New pitcher on out of the Chiefs bullpen, trying to preserve a 5-2 lead over the Beloit Sky Carp. It's Leonardo Taveras. Taveras has an ERA of 4.50 and 10 innings of work so far in the 2022 campaign. He's walked 7 while striking out 18. Doesn't allow many hits. And we've been made aware that there's a pitch clock violation. It was called on the pitcher Taveras. So the count is 1-0 on Will Banfield before he even steps in the box. How about that? We'll see if it plays to Beloit's advantage. First pitch. And it's a called strike. So it's 1-1 on Will Banfield. And again, just 1 pitch thrown. Banfield is 0 for 3. He's struck out twice. Righty on righty, the pitch. Breaking ball ripped, foul down the third base line. That's the second time tonight that Banfield has narrowly missed, ripping one fair down the line. Mason Wynn, the shortstop for the Chiefs, over to pick it up and handed that one to a young fan. One and two on Will, the pitch. Swung on and skied into left. Tommy Jew, the left fielder, comes in. Mason Wynn, the shortstop, comes out and makes the catch for the first out of the bottom of the 8th inning. Brings up Tanner Allen. Allen is 0 for 3, extending his 0 for stretch to 0 for 13. Struck out swinging his last time. Mississippi State product awaits the first pitch. And here it is. Misses inside. It's 1-0. Tanner's batting average diving down to 231. It was close to 300 there for a while. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Allen almost got around on the high cheese there. Couldn't quite turn it around. It's 1-1. Tavares sets at the letters and tosses the 1-1. Breaking ball rolled down to first base, fielded by Francisco. He waves off the pitcher Tavares and takes it to the pillow himself for out number 2. Beloit going down in order thus far in the bottom of the 8th, trailing 5-2. They scored 2 in the 7th, but stranded 2 runners in scoring position. They've stranded 8 runners on tonight. Kyler Castillo climbs in. Righty on righty, first pitch. Runs inside, taken for ball 1. Kyler Castillo's walk-up song is the theme from Lion King. It's a good one. 1-0 pitch. Fastball rolled on the ground to the hole at short, backhanded by Winnie. Throws to first high over the first baseman Francisco. So Castillo is safe. I was waiting for a play all series long where Wynn would really uncork one from short. He's been known to make throws up to 95 miles per hour on the infield. That one probably touched around there, but was not effective. Beloit has a 2-out base runner. Likely a throwing error there on the shortstop Wynn. We'll see if Beloit can capitalize. Getting late in this one. They trail by 3. Runner on first for Emmanuel Marinez. First pitch. Looper taken for a called strike on the inside edge. It's 0-1. Chiefs with 5 runs on 7 hits. Beloit with 2 runs on 9 hits. 0-1. Slow breaking ball, check swing for Marinez. It was a strike either way. It's 0-2. So Beloit continuing the trend, if this results hold, of out-hitting their opponent, but still losing. 0-2, misses low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the bats are really turning it around. It's just this season, it's been hard to find simultaneous success between the pitching staff and the lineup, it seems, for Beloit. 1-2. Breaking ball taken for a called strike 3. Curveball fools Marinez, and the inning is over. Beloit can't do anything with the 2-out base runner as we head to the 9th. It's the Chiefs 5 and the Sky Carp 2 on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. It's the Peoria Chiefs 5 and the Beloit Sky Carp 2 headed to the 9th. New pitcher into the ball game. It's Justin Evans, a right-hander for the Sky Carp. Comes on in relief of Chandler Joswalk, who threw 2 scoreless innings. Evans, a right-hander, will face 8-9-1, starting with Thomas Francisco, a lefty, and the first pitch is in there for a called strike on the outside edge. It's 0-1. We'll get to Evans' numbers in a minute. Hard-throwing righty from the stretch with nobody on. The 0-1. Breaking ball chopped foul. It's 0-2. Evans with a solid ERA of 2.87 and 15 2/3 innings of work. Georgie Hernandez has turned to him in more and more situations lately. 0-2. Fastball slapped foul down the left field side. And out of play. Still 0-2. That one bounced out of the stadium, much to the chagrin of a few young fans in attendance. Not a lot of room for foul balls on the concourse. Another 0-2. Misses down and in. Sends Francisco dancing out of the way. 1-2. On number 21, Francisco for the Chiefs. Pitch to him. Swinging a foul ball. We'll do it over. Good battle here. Evans' last outing came earlier in this series. Way back in game number 1. Or rather, game number 2. The only victory so far this series for Beloit. Here's another 1-2. Fastball popped up into shallow left. The shortstop Nunez calls off the third baseman Marinez and makes the catch. And that's out number 1.
Number 11, Tommy Jew.
Brings up Tommy Jew. He's 0 for 3. Peoria Chiefs lead the Beloit Sky Carp by 3 in the top of the 9th. Beloit will need a late comeback in this one. They'll need to win it in walk-off fashion. Need 3 to tie, 4 to win. They'll have 9-1-2 in the bottom half. First pitch. Breaking ball, check swing from Jew. Did he go around? And he did. Jew almost laughing at that call. Regardless, it's 0-1. Gotta laugh it off or something. Lets it roll off his back, the 0-1. An identical pitch. This time Jew doesn't go around and takes ball 1. I say that Beloit needs 3 to tie, 4 to win. That's assuming that Evans keeps it right here, but he's been pretty good out of the bullpen lately. But Jew crushes one to deep left center, and the center fielder Mesa can't track it down. Jew hustles into second, and it's a stand-up, 1-out double. Mesa took a weird route to that ball. It was either miscommunication with Castillo, the left fielder, or he might have lost it in the lights a little bit. Regardless, Chiefs with an insurance runner in scoring position. For Mason Wynn, he's 2 for 4. Doubled his last time and then stole third base. Righty on righty matchup, power on power. First pitch, breaking ball, chopper to shortstop. Fielded by Rosario, he throws to first, needs to hurry, and Wynn beats it out. Those little dribblers are trouble off the bat of Wynn. He's just got too much speed. And there's runners on the corners with 1 out. Bang bang play at first. And Wynn beat it out. Mike Antico steps up with runners on the corners. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. First offering, taken for a called strike on the inside edge, 0-1. Chiefs with a win here could ensure at least a series split here on the road. 0-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Morset fields, tags the runner, throws to first in time. It's a 4-3 double play from Cody Morset. Now the question is, does the run count? I don't think it does. Cody Morset comes through with a nifty double play, and we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Still Peoria 5 and Beloit 2 on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. It's Fireworks Friday in Beloit, and if the Sky Carp want to win it, they'll need some fireworks in the bottom of the 9th. It's 5-2 Chiefs. Leonardo Taveras on for a second inning of work. His first pitch to Marcus Chu misses outside. It's 1-0 on the 9 batter. 9-1-2. Chu, Rosario, Morset due up for Beloit. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball dots the outside edge, taken for a called strike one. You like your chances for the Sky Carp with those three due up. Rosario is 0 for 4 tonight, but has a 9-game hit streak. Chu has reached twice. The 1-1. Check swing on a pitch high, and Chu went around. It's 1-2. Marcus steps out of the box, adjusts his pant leg, digs into the box a little bit, gazes out at Taveras. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball, and that's out number 1. Beloit down to their final 2 outs. Brings up Dalvey Rosario, who, as we mentioned, has a lifeline on his 9-game hit streak. Down to his last chance, probably. First pitch, check swing, and he missed. And he went around. It's 0-1. Rosario has 2 strikeouts tonight, in addition to 2 flyouts. 0-1. Fastball misses low, gets all the way to the box stop. And it's 1-1. Morissette retrieves the ball from the backstop. We'll see if Dalvey can keep that hit streak going. Beloit needs him to. Trailing 5-2, bottom of the 9th, 1-1. Breaking ball catches the outside edge. Taken for a called strike 2. Taveras' breaking ball has looked really, really good. We'll see if he goes to it here. 1-2 on the way. Fastball runs upstairs. It's ball 2. Friday night crowd watching anxiously. They've stuck around. They want to see the fireworks. 2-2. Fastball misses outside, and the count is run full. Even just one base runner really heightens the pressure on Taveras. Nobody up in the Chiefs bullpen. Here comes the payoff pitch. Crushed into left. That one will get down for a hit. Ju over to cut it off before it gets past him. And it's a 1-out base knock for Dalvey Rosario. That hit streak grows to 10. And here's Cody Morissette. Ripped an RBI single his last time in the 7th. He's 2 for 4 with a double and that single. He's got a 5-game hit streak. Beloit needs him to come through again. He's been clutch lately. First pitch to the lefty. Breaking ball, hit foul on the first base side, 0-1. Morissette out in front of the breaking ball there. He's up to 19 RBIs this season now. Leads the squad. 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Morissette taps the plate twice, once on the outside corner, once on the inside. Gazes out at Taveras. He awaits the 1-1 pitch, and here it is. Misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Taveras starting to look a little shaky with the command, and as a result, a righty is going to start slinging in the Peoria bullpen. Taveras has the sign. Sets and fires the 2-1. Breaking ball crushed out of the stadium, but well foul. Look out Sherland Avenue. Look out Bus Depot. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Morissette. Kind of makes a swinging motion as he steps back into the box. He's been out in front of 2 pitches. Here comes the 2-2 from Taveras. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. Taveras is all kinds of juiced up, clapping his hands, and he's got Beloit down to its final out. Rosario remains on first base, and Bennett Hostetler is the last hope for Beloit tonight. Quick note on the Chiefs. They win tonight, clinches at least a series split. They haven't won a road series since August 2019. First pitch to Hostetler, misses low and away. Rosario takes second uncontested. Runner in scoring position for Bennett. Digs into an open batting stance from the right side. Time called. I think it was the catcher Soto that called for it. Wants to run through signs again. Rosario with a modest lead off of second, the 1-0. Fastball runs high and tight. Hostetler leans out of the box. He's out in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Beloit trailing 5-2, bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out here. They'll need some kind of rally. 2-0 pitch. Misses down and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. And a walk here would bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Victor Mesa Jr. Here's the 3-0. Fastball in there for a called strike. In the inside corner, Hostetler took 1 step towards first, but that's it. Hitters count here. The shortstop Wynn shaded up the middle. For the righty Hostetler. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on and flied into right towards the line, tailing out of play. Hostetler gets more life, but now the count is full and Beloit is down to its final strike. Some of the crowd around ABC Supply Stadium on its feet. Others just getting comfortable for the fireworks show to follow. Sky Carp trying to provide a little extra fireworks show beforehand. Taveras sets at the letters. Here's the payoff pitch. Misses down and outside. That's ball 4. And the tying run does indeed come to the plate in the form of Victor Mesa Jr. Victor's got 1 home run this season, and it looks like he will face a new pitcher for the Chiefs. Patrick Anderson strides to the mound. Wants to chat with the infield. I haven't seen him make a signal to the bullpen yet, but the gate is open. Anderson asking Taveras, his young righty, can you handle this? And he said yes, apparently, as Anderson goes back to the dugout. Chiefs skipper saying the game is in your hands, Leonardo. It's a 3-run lead for the Chiefs. 5-2, bottom of the 9th. 2 on, 2 out. Victor Mesa Jr. represents the tying run. First pitch, swing and a miss. It was a home run hack on a breaking ball, 0-1. Mesa so far tonight, doubled in the 4th and walked in the 6th. Rests the bat on his shoulder, gazes out at Taveras. 0-1, swing and a miss again, another huge hack, and it's quickly 0-2. Victor steps out of the left-handed batter's box, tightens his batting gloves. Steps in with the back foot, digs in a little bit, bounces at the knees. Gazes out at Taveras. Long pause. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and flied into shallow left. Long run for Jew, and the shortstop Wynn makes the catch, and that's all she wrote. The Chiefs hang on to win it 5-2. Beloit strands 2 runners on at the 9th, in the 9th. And that is the story of the ball game for the Sky Carp. They strand 11 runners on base, and the Chiefs take it by a score of 5-2. Back with the totals after this on the Sky Carp Baseball Network. And we say so long and good night to our television audience. This is Larry Larson signing off for now. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. right here on Channel 23 in Rockford and Channel 15 up in Madison. For the radio audience, post-game show after this.